Hey guys, let's get to 0.2 must-do video notes. We're going to be reviewing order of operations, and they're called selfie notes. Okay, so if you ever hear the word selfie notes, this is the format that they are. We have find the mistakes and fix the mistakes. So on the left-hand side, there's going to be some mistakes that we're going to see here. So for instance, we have 3 bullet points. These are kind of like key ideas or vocabulary in regards to vocabulary, and we need to find which of these is the lie. So there are 2 truths and 1 lie in the key ideas. And on the bottom with the example is always wrong, and we have to fix it. So first, I want you to pause the video. I want you to take a second and see if you can identify which of these, or if maybe you can only identify one of the truths. If you have no idea what the lie is, at least try to find the truth. So go ahead and box in or circle the true statements. I'm going to pause and let you do that. All right, so first one is always work left to right. If you think that was true, you should have circled it. So if you remember, we have PEMDAS as kind of the acronym we use for order of operations. This tells you what order to go in. Just kind of idea, like knowing this, we kind of can pinpoint, like, do we go left to right? Well, no, because what if we have parentheses all the way at the end of an expression, right? So we can know that this is the lie right away because we do not always go left to right. There's certain rules for that, which we are going to identify on the right-hand side. What about this one? PEMDAS applies to everything, including what is inside the parentheses. Yes, that is true. If you do not have a highlighter, that's okay. I'm just going to highlight for this, a little easier to see. So this is true. We always follow PEMDAS. And then the second one, exponents show how many times to multiply the base factor by itself. So what that means is if you have 5 squared, 5 is the base, 2 is the exponent. So that's telling me to multiply 5 by itself. So 5 times 5, 5 squared. So that is true as well. So hopefully you thought those 2 were your 2 true statements. If not, that's okay. So now we're going to fix this mistake. We're going to fix it. So let's think of how we can rephrase it. Well, we know we sometimes go left to right. Now we're going to talk about when we go left to right. So we must follow, write this with me, guys. You must follow PEMDAS unless, you might remember the 2 rules, unless you're dealing with multiplication and division, so MD, multiplication and division for short, or addition and subtraction. So I'm going to make sure you understand multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So if you have just multiplication and division in a problem, or if they're like in the same problem, you can go left to right with those. The same thing for addition and subtraction. If those are in the same problem, you can go left to right for addition and subtraction. Okay? All right, moving on. So now I want you to take a second. Here's a problem, an expression, 4 squared minus 2 times 5, and then exponent on the outside. I want you to look at each step and try to see if you can find the mistake. So I want you to underline or circle where you think the mistake is. All right, I'm going to pause the video and give you an opportunity to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and solve this and see if you found the right mistake. So let's go step by step. So we have 4 squared minus 2 times 5 and then squared. So we know we got to do parentheses first, right? PEMDAS. So after parentheses, we have to look inside for exponents. Well, we do have exponents. So we should have done 4 squared. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. So it looks like we did that right. So that's correct. So let's put a check mark in that step. Now, after exponents, we have to do multiplication. So we should have done 2 times 5 first. Let's see if we did that. If you look, we did not do that first. We subtracted first. So it looks like we found our mistake. So that's where our mistake is. We should have subtracted before, we should have multiplied before subtracting. So that's our mistake. So we need to fix that. So in our example, we're going to go ahead and rewrite the problem. So I'm going to give you a second. Go ahead and rewrite the starting problem, okay, off here. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to solve it together. Okay, we rewrote the problem. Now I like to underline the steps we do in order of operations. Makes things stay a little clean. So we're going to do exponents first. So 4 times 4 is 16. I'm going to rewrite the rest of the problem. Okay? Now go ahead and underline the problem that you think we do next. Hopefully you underline 2 times 5. So now I'm going to bring it down. 16 minus, well, what is 2 times 5? It's 10. Good. And now, of course, we're going to underline 16 minus 10. Keep it in parentheses. And then bring down the exponent. 6 times 6? 36. So the correct answer is 36. Notice the difference in our answer just by making a simple order of operation mistake. All right, guys, so that is your first selfie notes, 0.2 must do. So now you guys need to go check your tracker and Canvas to see what next step you do. Good luck, guys, and complete your must do.